Alright, in this video we're going to look at how to solve equations from words. Not any type of problem, just if they give you a word equation, translating it into symbols, and then solving for the letter. Alright, in this video we're going to look at how to solve equations from words. We're just going to be looking at basic problems where they gave us the equation in word form. So in this case it says if 2 is subtracted from a number and this difference is tripled, the result is 6 more than the number. Find the number. So first thing to notice is that a number is the part that we don't know. That's going to be our variable. Even though it comes up twice, both times, all 3 times, that's going to be our letter. I'm going to call it x. The other thing to know is that when it says the result, or even just the word is sometimes, that's where our equal sign is going to go. So now let's go back and break it into pieces. If 2 is subtracted from a number, so this part right here, if 2 is subtracted from a number, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. 2 is subtracted from a number. 2 is what's being subtracted, and it's coming away from the x, so we have to put it in the right order, x minus 2. Then it says the difference is tripled. A difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. So the answer to this subtraction problem is going to be tripled. The whole thing. That's how I know to put in parentheses. Now we're at the part where it says the result, so I'm going to put in the result is 6 more than the number. 6 more than the number. Once you have the equation written, we can go ahead and solve it like we learned to solve equations last week. So, first thing I need to do is simplify each side separately. On the right, there's nothing that I can combine, but on the left, I can go ahead and distribute this 3 to the x and to the negative 2. So when I give 3 to x, I get 3x, and I give 3 to minus 2, and I get minus 6. Bring everything else down. Okay. I can't combine any like terms on the left or on the right, so that's when I'm going to draw my line at the equal sign. I need all of my x's on one side, and then I'll get all of my numbers on the other side. So I'm going to bring my x's over to the left-hand side by doing a minus x. Since there's one x here, I need to do minus x there. And I'm going to do minus x on the left as well. 3x minus x leaves me with 2x. And x minus x cancels out, and I just have 6. I'm going to rewrite that problem exactly the same up here for more space. Again, draw my line at the equal sign. Whatever I do on the left of that line, I have to do on the right. So since there's a negative 6, I have to do plus 6. If I do it on the left, I do it on the right. On the left, minus 6 plus 6 cancels out, gives me 0. On the right, 6 plus 6 gives me 12. Now the only thing I have left to get rid of to get x by itself is this 2. Right now we're doing 2 times x, so the inverse, the opposite, would be to divide by 2. If I divide by 2 on the left, I need to divide by 2 on the right. On the left, the 2's cancel. On the right, I get 12 divided by 2 is 6. I can go back and check my work with the original problem. If 2 is subtracted from 6, so 6 minus 2 would be 4, and this difference is tripled, so at 12, so we should get 12 on this left side. The result is 6 more than the number. 6 more than 6 is also 12. So that does in fact work with the word problems. Alright, one more example. The product of 5 and 3 more than twice a number is 85. What is the number? So here, These commas are my clue that I'm going to have some parentheses in there. I'm going to go ahead and do the product of 5, and I want to do the product of 5 with this whole thing, because the parentheses tell me to do the product, so 5 times everything that's in there. So I'm going to do the product of 5 and 3 more than twice a number is 85. So here the is my equals, and on the right hand side I just have the number 85. Once I get to this point, then I can go ahead and solve like normal. So I'm going to distribute the 5 to everything in the parentheses. Now I have no more like terms on the left or on the right. So I can go ahead and solve for x. All my x's are on the left, so I'm going to bring my numbers to the right. I have a plus 15 on the left, so I'm going to do minus 15, so it will cancel out. If I do it on the left, I have to do it on the right. 15 minus 15 is 0, so that cancels out. 85 minus 15 is 70. Then I need to get rid of the 10 to make x be by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 10 on the left, divide by 10 on the right. On the left, the 10's cancel, leaving me with just x. And on the right, 70 divided by 10 is 7. Alright, so the hardest part of these is setting up your equation from the words. So keep your eye out for commas and just take your time. Make sure, go back and check what you write down in an equation is actually what the words are saying.